What's going on, everybody? I would just like to apologize for the audio in this video. We were having some issues, but me and Nick will get together and try to get this done in person and bring it to you guys better. I'd just like to apologize for the audio in advance, but still, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Help the channel get going. Thank you. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Rider's Choice. This is our third episode, and I got another special guest for you guys tonight. I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself.
On everybody, first and foremost, thank you for letting me get on. Everybody, I go by my channels, Nick Mo Photos, Nick_Mo Photos on both Instagram and YouTube.
All right, and what are you currently riding? I know when I met you yesterday, I saw your Road King out there. Tell us a little bit about that, and also about your Indian.
All right, I ride a 2001 Harley Road King FLHR Classic. On it, got a 21 up front, 36-inch fishtails. It's in the process. Like we said yesterday, we met for the first time, and it's kind of the first time I ever put a bike in. Tons of experience and a lot of lessons learned from yesterday that will be implemented in this project. This Road King is called El Veterano, or the veteran, and it's going to be a tribute to family that have served. So my grandfather, who served in Korea, served in Vietnam, and my dad, who was in the Air Force, as well as myself. I'm both the United States Marine Corps and the U.S. Army. So it's going to be a tribute to heroes in my family, and that's why I dubbed it El Veterano.
Well, I'd like to say thank you for your service, and thank you for your family's contribution, to making it so that we could have this life that we live and be able to do certain things that other places may not be able to do. So thank you to you and your family for that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You also have, no problem. You also have the Indian. Is it a chieftain?
No, it's a 21 Indian Roadmaster Dark Horse. Looks just like
Got you.
But instead of like that rounded front, this is almost like if it was a Harley comparison, it'll be the Harley Davidson as opposed to just the Ultra.
Got you.
And it's a 2021 in white smoke, blacked out motor, blacked out pipes, bars, a long distance bike. So
all right,
we do all the long.
Got you. So you enjoy the long distance rides?
Oh yeah. That's where the therapy happens for me. Get on a bike, start cruising.
All right.
This past year. Oh, my bad. I said this past year we've been to Kentucky, South Carolina, North Carolina, Mississippi, all in the southeastern side of the country, up to Colorado, a couple of other spots.
What's one of the biggest challenges you say you'd have to overcome being out on the road?
I'll say it's all mental. As we put limits on ourselves, if we're used to maybe riding an hour, we think that that's all our body can handle. Mm-hmm. So what we like to do, if they haven't done long distance traveling, let's just say 1,000 miles, if they haven't done it before, up a 250-mile ride, round trip. So 125 out, 125 back, 500,
right,
50 out, all the way up to 1,000. So we break it up so your body.
Gotcha.
And then after that, once you hit that 750-mile, anything.
Yeah, I myself, my personal record is I made it to 850 in a day. I'm trying to get the Saddle Soul 1000 knocked out, but I'll knock it out hopefully real soon. But you're right. Once you get it out your head, that break that limit, and you see,
Mhm.
all right, I could go past that. I could make it to the next gas stop. I could do it. Yeah, you're right, man. You're right.
Yeah.
Mental's everything.
And I tell you, another game changer for me with each ride that I do, I try
Right.
to remember the seating position that was my arm position that was most comfortable.
Mm.
Because sometimes, we ride like cops, but sometimes you just got to get locked into the groove. So a lot of times
Yeah.
I just kind of like put on the pegs, and I'll kind of just find a sweet spot. And I tell you, once you find that, remember it for that next ride that you get out, just so you've
Gotcha.
already overcome. Figure out, all right, what else do I have to work on?
Right. And what would you say is one of the most fun trips you've been on, or one of those places that you wanted to check off your bucket list on a bike?
This past June, we went up to Louisville, and what we ended up doing, we rode up to Tennessee. We spent the night. Only day we did the Tail of the Dragon, which was on my
Right.
bucket list personally because I never did it. Did the Sherrico Skyway. So both of those rides are very technical rides. They're fun, but you're on your game. You can't get caught
Right.
slipping around. So
Yeah.
as far as technical, those two were on the top of my list, and I got to check those off this year.
What did you ride on the Tail of the Dragon?
I rode my Roadmaster.
Gotcha. And the turns, I bet that probably helped out a lot with the handling too, because from what I've heard, once you make it out of that, you learn a lot about yourself and your bike as well, as to the turn limits that they have.
Turn limits and lean limits. So I'm not even going front. When I went through, I was shook. Me and my boy, we had this was it the Senna 50? He's coaching me along,
Right.
and so he's in the lead, following. And one of the things that I learned how to do on a cruiser during that ride, break around turns, right? So a lot of times what we do is when we get into, if we don't hit the apex right, what's the first thing a lot of people do? They just let go of that. Your bike wants to either stand up or fall down, depending on the angle where you're at. And during that trip is, lightly tap on the rear brake, but keep that throttle down in the motor, keep that bike upright instead of falling over. So the good thing, everybody, if there's one piece of advice that I can give anybody, is ride your ride. Somebody else's ride, because we all got different experiences on the bike. We all have different, I've been riding a good portion of my life. Started on the Honda Sprees, and now I'm on bigger bikes or whatnot. But I got to remain teachable, because the minute I know everything, that's when I fail. So being able to pick apart advice or ask for advice for your ego. This is about having a good time, and it's about learning. And the thing is, on to other riders, and continue to do so. So our efforts are never in letting go of ego, letting go of some pride, and then having fun. It opens up a whole other door.
Yeah, that's one thing I always say, man. Practice. I know my viewers have heard me say that a lot of my videos. It don't matter how long you've been riding for, there's always room for improvement. There's always a scenario that you haven't been through yet. So it's rather you get out there, do some practice, make sure you're doing your slow turns and stuff like that. That always helps out. So if there's ever a situation that comes about, at least your body has that reflex down from you practicing. A lot of people, they get on a bike and they forget about that part. But yeah, that's solid, man. Let's talk a little bit about the Road King for a while. What's your plans for it?
So my plans right now, I got Cali Beach bars on it. Those bars got to go. So I'm going to rebuild the front You know, I got the aluminum stock. I'm gonna go with some chrome lowers. Right now it's dropped two inches in the front, 3. So I got to replace the springs up in the front. Then we drive up the forks. Definitely want to get some Carlini Gangsta 8s. I'm gonna go with 18 inches, steel braided lines. And down back to the fender, I want to get that nice little fender chrome around the front. Kind of, but the overall theme, what I would like to do is keep it that burgundy candy and extend it back, 5-inch extended bags. And then what I want to do is that burgundy candy and then put a cream underneath. And then what I want to do, I want to get a portrait of my grandpa, a portrait of my father and my uncle on the other bag, you know, and kind of just give it family, more like a family unity piece.
Definitely. Look, I got chills, man. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm more excited than you are at this point.
What's up? Stay tuned. It's coming.
Yeah, definitely, man. If you can, go ahead and shout out your YouTube and your Instagram again for me, please.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Nick NICK _ MOPHOTO or Mo Photos, and that's both for YouTube and Instagram.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you coming on. I don't want to take too much of your time up, but thank you for stopping by. And
Yeah, man.
Hopefully we locked in. I'll run into you again. We'll do some riding, man.
Oh, no doubt.
You know, my channel is down to ride, and that's what I do in my free time, you know. So I like getting the miles in, and hopefully we get together, make a video in person. If there's anything you want me to do for your channel, I'm gonna give you a shout out in this video and in the next one. So if you ever need me for anything on your channel, just let me know, man.
Likewise, if you ever need photography for your bike, yo, I'd love to bless you with a photo.
Oh shit, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, and then we can do a more collaborate. You know what I mean? But
definitely. You already gave some good advice. I was going to close with any advice for new riders, but you already covered that. If there's anything else you would like to say to anybody who's interested in riding or interested in getting a bigger bike or whatever it is, we're going to go ahead and close out with your final thoughts.
Cool. Again, you know, I really feel blessed, you know, with the opportunity to collab with other motorcyclists and creative. Thank you. And for everybody out there that might be watching this video that's on the fence about upgrading your bike, on the fence of anything motorcycle related, my motto is I'm not going to be 70 years old and look back on my life and be like, man, I should have done that.
Right.
I would say upgrade. If you need to get on that ride and you're scared to, hey, would you mind going on this ride with me? Don't let fear be an incentive in your full life. You know, especially being on a motorcycle, I call it control. You know, who else will get on a 2-wheel machine that weighs 1,000 pounds? Who else would do that? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you learn a lot about yourself. But at the same time, you learn a lot about yourself and your limits. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about growth. Not to get too kind of like, but riding a motorcycle saved my life. Straight up.
Right.
I wasn't right mentally, you know, and I was dealing with a lot of deployment, and I didn't know how to vent it. And the motorcycle community became my say, find whatever your group is, you know, whether you're a veteran, whether you know, that's one thing I love about the motorcycle community, and you know this firsthand. Doesn't matter what you ride, as long as you ride.
That's my motto. Don't matter what you ride, just be down to ride. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, man, I appreciate you taking the time out, and thank you for being on.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right. Yeah.